What is up, you guys? Mrs. Mime 100 here with another Pokemon Go news video for you. Very exciting. Just announced today, Tuesday, November 29th, the Pokemon Go Hoenn Tour will be happening this February, and there's actually two separate events, so I'm going to talk about them individually because they're very exciting. Let's start first with the global event. So this will be an event that's happening worldwide, and you can play it wherever you are in the world. It's going to be very similar to last year's Johto Tour event and the year before Kanto Tour event. Now, I played the Kanto Tour event, and I actually paid for that extra ticket, but Johto Tour, I actually didn't pay for the ticket, so my experience with that gave me a good perspective, and I think will perhaps help you decide whether or not you're going to want to play these events. So, for the Hoenn Tour, this is, like I said, a global event. It's going to be happening on Saturday, February 25th, and Sunday, February 26th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. There is going to be special research that's going to be hosted by, not Professor Willow, but Ree, who's going to walk us through the Hoenn folklore, talking a little bit about all the Pokemon and the origins there. But also, your chance to encounter Pokemon first discovered in the Hoenn region, new shiny Pokemon discovered. Now, in the past tour events, we've had shinies released for the entire generation. So, the Kanto Tour, they released every shiny that wasn't out yet. The Johto Tour, they released every shiny that wasn't out yet. So I'm suspecting that this is also going to be the case, including one Pokemon that hasn't even been released yet. We'll get to that. So, Primal Surge. We're talking about Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre here. Both very strong Pokemon. We don't know the mechanics of how it'll work yet. Are you going to be able to evolve your current Kyogre Groudons into the Primal form? I don't know. I'm guessing no, because they're also going to appear in Primal Raids, and they could be shiny. So it seems like they're going to be a standalone form. But both are very strong. Not the top in both of their classes, so not the best water type and not the best ground type, but they're definitely up there, so you're gonna want to try to get them if you can. Besides Primal Raids, there are 5-star raids for Deoxys, all 4 forms, all 4 shiny potentials. Most of them are useless unless you do PvP, in which case you want the defense form Deoxys, with a very specific stats. Up to you, though. If you don't PvP, then you're probably not going to want to do any of these raids. That's fine. And then, of course, 1-star, which are just the starters. Okay, so special Pokemon will be appearing in the wild. For the first time ever, you'll also be able to encounter Shiny Unknown H, Shiny Surskit, Shiny Gulpin, Shiny Torkoal, Shiny Cacnea, Shiny Tropius, Shiny Relicanth. Oh, those two are like 2 of my favorite regionals, besides the obvious favorite regional that I have. But both of them I actually caught in their natural habitats in the world. So I'm very excited to be able to catch these guys also in shiny form with this event. But there are 4 different habitats, so we got the Blistering Sands, you can see here. It also says and more, so we don't even know exactly which ones will appear, but we can kind of guess. Verdant Earth. Got some of these, including Gulpin, which the shiny looks pretty dope. It's like blue, looks like kind of like a piece of candy or something. Gulpin, like an M&M, right? Gulpin looks like an M&M to begin with a little feather on its head. Anyway, Eerie Miss. We got Surskit, which is our new shiny there. That should be interesting, along with the others, of course. And then Ancient Shores, which, you know, not super exciting. But it also says and more. It does mention, like I said, this area does mention the Shiny Unknown, all the new shinies, but doesn't necessarily note all of them in the different habitat sections, so I don't know, that'll be interesting to see. I also wonder why they mentioned it up there and not somewhere else if they're not going to appear in the wild. Anyway, 2-kilometer eggs, that's what you got here, some really basic ones, 5-kilometer eggs, all new shinies, so that's exciting. 7-kilometer eggs, all recycled ones, so you don't have to open gifts for eggs. Yay. And 10-kilometer eggs, the regionals, the ones that we're gonna really want, or at least I really want. To clarify, I don't want to give anybody FOMO, and I'm gonna try to keep my hype to a minimum, because then I'm gonna give myself FOMO. let's take a breath. So, Torkoal, Tropius, and Relicanth are new shinies, and they're also regional Pokemon. So they'll be a high-ticket item, I think, for this event, if those are the kind of things you're interested in. But of course, there's lots of other things to look forward to in this event, too, so let's keep going. New features and items. Check back soon. Yes. So besides the global events that are happening that weekend in February, there is also an in-person event that they're going to be hosting. For the first time ever, we're having a Pokemon Go tour in person. That's actually really, really exciting to me. And it's going to be happening in Las Vegas, Nevada, here in the United States. Woo, toasty. Toasty, toasty. It's a desert, so get ready for desert weather in February. Sweatshirts. I would recommend sweatshirts. Okay. So first off, there's going to be a special research line where we get to team up with Team Go Rocket for once. Interesting. Maybe I'll get a piggyback ride from Cliff. Okay, what else we got? Shiny surprises. Like we mentioned, Professor Willow says there's an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon from the Hoenn region during that event. But of course, there is this little footnote here that says it's not guaranteed if you go in person. Just keep that in mind. There's no guarantee that you're going to get shinies. So, keep your expectations in check. So it's going to be the same thing like I mentioned with the global event, where there's Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre available for ticket holders. There's also the Masterwork Research Wish Granted, which has come true for ticket holders in Las Vegas with the Masterwork Research. And you'll have a chance to encounter Shiny Jirachi. Very, very exciting. I forgot to mention on the global side, the event for the global one is entirely free, except this little piece, where it's the Masterwork Research that's available for the global side. There is going to be a ticket cost to that. They haven't announced what the price is yet, but you are going to have to pay if you want the Shiny Jirachi globally. That's up to you. I mean, it's a little neat Pokemon, but if it's not your favorite and you're like, yeah, whatever, that's totally okay. Totally okay. But anyway, back to Vegas. There is going to be the Master Research there as part of the ticketed event in Las Vegas. You won't be able to double up, though. So if you get the Vegas ticket, you can't get another one later. You can only get one Shiny Jirachi. Bottom line. For now. In raids, we got 5-star raids are Deoxys, same as the global. Primal raids, same as the global as well. Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon can be Shiny Potential. There are also a bunch of add-ons to the ticket as well. There's a $15 one where you can get 18 raid passes. Not super exciting considering that the only things you can raid are Deoxys and maybe potentially the Primal Groudon and Kyogre. It's not entirely clear based on the post whether you can use raid passes for those, like the raid passes from that $15 bundle. And if that's not the case, then you're really only raiding for Deoxys. Maybe you really love Deoxys, maybe it's your favorite Pokemon, or maybe you're a PvPer who wants the really good defense form Deoxys. More power to you, but for me, not super worth it, because I don't plan on raiding a lot. When I do these in-person events, I'm not really great at raiding, or consistently raiding, so it's kind of a waste for me to buy extra passes when I'm probably not going to use them. The other add-on is about eggs. It's called the Egg Enthusiast. You get a quarter hatch egg distance. You get 3 times hatch XP, 3 times hatch candy, 3 times hatch stardust, and increased chance of 10-kilometer eggs from spinning Pokestops and photo discs at gyms. So, if you really want those regional shinies, this is not a guarantee, but it kind of boosts your odds that you'll get 10-kilometer eggs versus the 2 kilometers or the 5 kilometers, right, from spinning Pokestops. Again, $15 is pretty steep, in my opinion. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. I forgot to mention also, there is another add-on after that, which is that you can buy an entirely extra day. So when you buy a ticket, it's only for one day. But you can buy this extra add-on for $25, and it means you can play for both days. if you want to, more power to you. So, these are the 4 habitats that they've listed here for us, which is, again, Blistering Sands, these Pokemon and more, Eerie Mist, these Pokemon and more, Verdant Earth, these Pokemon and more. 1 new shiny in each of these categories, by the way, as you can tell. And then Ancient Shores, nothing new here. But again, they also mentioned Unknown, Torkoal, Tropius, but not listed in these habitats specifically. I guess we'll see how that goes. Eggs, we got these guys for 2Ks. These new guys for 5K. It's basically the same as the global event. 7-kilometer eggs, same. And 10 kilometers, same as the global event. Exclusive live experiences, so besides the in-game stuff, we got a lot of, or a few, I should say, extra little fun things to be there in person as well. So you get a legendary photo opportunity, take a snapshot during the event for surprise. There's a picture of Latios and Latios there. Legendary Pokemon. Are they going to show up in photobombs? Are we going to be able to catch extra Latios and Latios? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Potentially. That's just me predicting. I don't know. Could be wrong. We also get a time to research to go for a spin. Complete time to research for encounters with Spinda, the Spot Panda Pokemon, which can in fact be shiny. And it has a whole bunch of different variants because it gets different like patterns, spots and stuff. Should be interesting to see which ones appear. Maybe we'll get all of them. For the completionists out there, maybe you're looking for a very specific Spinda because you're a Spinda collector. This may be a good opportunity to try to get those. Who knows? Okay, field research. Collect Mega Energy and catch Ghost-type Pokemon with new field research tests. Trainers with a ticket will have a boosted chance of receiving this research. Cool. Exclusive in-game bonuses. Yep, those are all the things we already talked about. In-game bonuses. Ticket holder exclusives. 6 special trades when made in the park. 50% Stardust costs. So half off your Stardust for trades made in the park. Increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. Yep, they've noted that already. Not guaranteed, but boosted. Half hatch distance, so that'll be good. Apparently the park is like really nice and big too, so we're gonna get some good kilometers in, I think. Did I say we? Bonuses! Up to 9 additional free raid passes for spinning photo discs at gyms. So we're already getting 9 additional, so that could potentially mean 10? You might get 10 raid passes for the day. If you really wanted to do that many raids. Again, they could be used for Primal Groudon and Kyogre, maybe. Unconfirmed yet. But we'll see. That'll be cool. Bonuses. Incense will be boosted. Chance of encountering costume Pokemon and unknown. I think it also says somewhere that Incense will last for like 90 minutes. Except the Daily Adventure Incense. That's still gonna be 15 minutes. That'll be cool though. But anyway, here's the Hoenn Pokedex, right? So I have completed all the things except that one. Because it's Kecleon. And Kecleon wasn't even mentioned in the announcement. So, will there be Kecleon at the Hoenn event? Will we finally be able to complete this Pokedex so it doesn't just have a big gaping hole the entire time, every time I open my Pokedex? Please, Niantic, please. Anyway, I really hope so. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this event, and when they announced it, I went back and forth all day long, thinking, I don't know, do I want to go to Vegas? It's like a little bit of a far flight. I just came back from California, but like Vegas is almost as far. You know, it's kind of like a really casino-y town, which is not my thing, and like partying, which is not super my thing. But you know, it's the Hoenn Tour. I like the Hoenn generation. I like these Pokemon, like I've mentioned, Relicanth, Tropius, 2 of my faves right there. And then I kind of was like, man, I should just look and see, you know, how much are flights, how much are hotels, and it turns out that some of these hotels still have Black Friday / Cyber Monday deals. So I snatched that up real quick. I will see you all in Las Vegas if you're going to be there. My game day is on Saturday. I will be there part of the day on Sunday, I think. I haven't booked my flights quite yet, but I should be heading out on Sunday. Now, I will be there on Friday, though, so if you do want to chill on Friday, we might try to set up some kind of meetup outside of the tour event itself as well. Who knows? I don't know. This is all in February, so we got a bit of time. We got, you know, December before this. We've got January stuff. We got like 3 or 4 community days before this actual event happens. So, you know, plenty of other Pokemon Go news and events will be happening before this one, but I do want to tell you now that I will be there. Oh, did I mention too? The ticket for the Las Vegas one, it is $30, but if you purchase it before December 31st, it is going to be $25. There are like taxes and fees once you like do the credit card dilly-dally or whatever, but $25 now, $30 after December 31st. So let me know in the comments below if you're thinking about going. If you already bought your ticket, let me know. Maybe I'll see you there. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, feel free to drop a subscribe. Give it a thumbs up too. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Or over on Twitch. Check us out. We'll be streaming. Bye!